I'm here with David DeCastro. First preseason game. I know you're a vet, but do you still get excited to finally play football?
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice to, have someone else in front of you other than your teammates, and a little different style of defense and offense on both sides. So it's good to get a little jitters out and, working our way to the season.
You only played in 3 series, but what do you make of what was done with the guys that were out there tonight?
Yeah, a little slow start, but from Landry, had a nice ball to Juju, and those are big plays that matter. When we get plays like that and playmakers, we got a lot of receivers making plays tonight. It's pretty special group.
What's it like having Randy as the offensive coordinator? He's down here on the sidelines. It's just a change from where you guys are used to having him.
Randy's great. He's been, excited. It's probably the best word to describe his preseason. Just really taking it in stride, taking everything really seriously, and having a lot of fun with it, which is good.
He always seems to have high energy, always running places, always doing something. Is that a fair assessment of Randy?
Yeah, he's pretty busy, and he's always going, always thinking, it seems like, and always coming up with new stuff.
And give me an assessment of the O-line right now. I know B.J. Finney went down in this game, but you have Matt Filer, somebody who Coach Munchak's helped bring along.
Yeah, like I said, we all had a lot of depth, and preseason about young guys getting some time, and they have Chooks has played a lot, and he's looked pretty good. And we'll watch tape tomorrow and reassess.
All right, Dave, thanks so much for your time.
Thank you.
All right, guys, back up to you. All right, the Steelers' first preseason game is in the books. I'm joined now by Tyler Matakevich. And does it feel weird to be back here? You played for Temple, probably so much history here.
Oh, yeah, no, it's definitely great. Just come back here, being back in Philadelphia and stuff. We got the win, not much more you could ask for.
How did you think the defense did tonight in terms of some of the things you guys were really working on in training camp, being communication and tackling?
I think tackling is key. We just gotta make plays. Myself, I missed a bunch, so we'll get back to the drawing board and just really study the film, examine it, and then we'll move on to the next week, get ready for Green Bay.
Do you chalk that up to anything, being that you can't do it a lot in training camp? There's only so much you can work on in terms of the fundamentals of tackling?
It's important. It's one of the most important things, you can never get enough practice tackling, and that's just something that we've been emphasizing this whole offseason, and we just got to continue to emphasize that, Whatever mistakes we made tonight, we got to go back to the drawing board, not make them again, and just come ready to work.
What did you think of the defense's performance overall, especially with so many new faces and maybe some different things you guys are trying to do schematically?
It's always nice just getting out here. We just got to get the rust off and stuff. I know I was a little anxious getting out here, first game back and stuff. But no, I think we're in a good spot. It's a great game to build off of. We got a little momentum, and hopefully we just bring this into next week.
All right, Tyler, thanks so much for your time.
No problem, Missi.
Yeah, Hubbard made a big payday for himself because of an opportunity on depth. And now the Eagles jump offside, so Landry Jones is going to go down the field looking forward. Juju Smith-Schuster, and he has him. Over the 20, the 10, the 5. Juju to the house. And the Steelers, even though there's a flag on the play, we expect it to be on Philly, has scored first on a big play from Landry Jones.
Offside, number 98, defense. That penalty's declined. Results of the play, touchdown.
72 yards, Charlie, 6-0 Steelers.
That is a veteran move right there. Landry Jones probably has the best snap count, hard count in training camp out of all the quarterbacks. He's able to draw off sides, and you just tell your receivers to run because it's a free play. You can see the corner just acted like, hey, maybe the play is over. But no, the Steelers practice this every single day with their hard count. You see Juju Smith-Schuster just going up, making a play. This guy had 917 yards receiving last year as a rookie. They expect him to fill Martavis Bryant's void as he leads for the Raiders.
First of all, it's great to get the win. Whenever we step into a stadium, regardless of circumstance, that is our singular focus. And then the evaluation of the play comes after that. We want to focus on some really fundamental things tonight, putting our conditioning on display, trying to play clean football from a technical standpoint to minimize penalties and to win the possession of the ball, to take better care of it on offense and to hunt it on defense. And largely those things happen throughout the game. Of course, there'll be a lot to learn from on this video, as it always is, but generally I was pleased with the fundamental things that we all collectively focused on as a group. We'll go back and digest this tape and use it as a teach tool moving forward, but simply in a nutshell, it's just good to step into a stadium and get a win. First time for a lot of guys, a lot of good effort out there. I'll be happy to address any questions you might have.
Mike, with all the attention being paid to it by the officials, you didn't have any leading with the helmet hits. Is that pleasing to you? Is that reflective?
You know, it is. We've worked extremely hard to adjust, as I'm sure everyone has, but you never know until you get into the stadium environment. It was good tonight. We won't relax. We'll keep the focus because those are significant penalties. You know, one of our scoring drives was kept alive because of 2 penalties in that regard, and so you know, it's just an interesting point or a significant point to make to the guys, whether it involved us as the guys being penalized or not. Yeah, it looks like acquired contusion. That's what the initial evaluation is. We'll know more in the upcoming days. I'll give you guys a legitimate update, but that's what it appears we're dealing with at this point.
Anybody else that's
No, not anything worth speaking of, but obviously tomorrow it could change as we settle in post game.
Mike, did you like what you saw the quarterbacks, especially the 2 younger guys?
I did. You know, largely they did a good job of taking care of the ball, and that's important. The communication end of it, getting people lined up. I think maybe we only burned 1 timeout during the course of the game. So those are some of the things that you look for first time out, particularly when you're talking about young quarterbacks in conjunction with other young people. And I thought they represented themselves well.
Was it pleasing the way they responded when the Eagles would come at you and you guys answered back and scores? How pleasing was that for a young group to do that?
You know, we anticipate ebb and flow in the game, and the responses or the support of your other units is important. Is the things that we talk about. So it was pleasing to see that. We don't take it for granted, but it is very necessary. You got to put fires out. You got to back positive plays on top of positive plays, or series on top of positive series. So largely, I thought we were able to do that.
You had 2 long completions when they jumped offside. Do you coach your guys if you see that, take a shot?
We have. You know, I think everybody knows that that's our MO, man. Cadence is a weapon for us. We've done it for a number of years now, and it was good to see the young guys do it. You know, Ben does it routinely. It was good to see the young guys execute, and kudos to the other 10 guys. You know, it's not just on the quarterback in terms of working the cadence. It's the other guys holding their water, the center snapping the ball. We got good execution collectively on that front.
the situation where the receiver also has to see that to maybe take off?
They just got to wait for the ball to snap. I'm not going to, make their efforts significant.
Mike, is Gilbert okay? You just elect not to play him?
Yeah, he had a child. Yeah. Well, not to me. I didn't have a child.
Carter ran.
I thought he represented himself well on a small body of work. We'll see. That position is often defined as the game wears on. And, we know from watching him play in college and stuff that that's an element of his game that's a positive. But I like the sample size that we saw tonight.
Do you like how Rudolph avoided the pass pressure?
I thought he did a solid job, not only in that, but in all areas. We'll comb through it with a fine-tooth comb when we get back, but largely I was pleased.
Get Bostic and Ridley in the second half, pretty significant part of the second half. That guys who were relatively new to your team.
We're just trying to get to know people. Don't read too much into the depth chart. We don't. We just put it out there for you guys. Those guys are relatively new to us, man. We need to get to see them guys play football so we can best make decisions, And I've explained that to the guys. I might see more of a new guy. I might play a new guy in front of a guy that's been here. It doesn't necessarily mean where he is on the depth chart. It just means we have to get familiar with what they're capable of doing. That's what this process is about. They're not going to be an even number of opportunities, but we do assure these guys it's going to be fair. It's going to be fair in that we're going to see enough of them to know what their game is.
Anything clear emerging after the first couple of camp and his first preseason game, Coach?
No.
Still not evaluations and ongoing.
Yes.
Like you say, typically what you see at Latrobe shows up here. Is that prime example 83 having a good camp and coming out here?
He's made a few plays. You said good camp. He's made some plays, and he made some plays tonight.
You ever see anyone do a backflip in a preseason game?
Man, I've seen it all. This celebration group I have, you kidding me?
Anything final for Coach? All right.
Thank you.
Pretty impressive performance for you out there today, wasn't it? How'd you feel about it?
I felt pretty good. I had the opportunity to come out and play in the black and gold for the first time, and I went out and executed. It felt good to be out there with the guys.
We talk a little bit about your touchdown catch.
I don't know, man. It just happened. You know, we talked about it all week, you know, running the route, getting on his toes, stepping on it. And when it came, I just made a play.
Do you feel any pressure that you have to play your best to try to make this team? Does that go through your mind out there?
Yes, sir, I do. But I always try to put my best foot forward. I know coming in as a try guy, you know, and then, you know, signing out the minicamp, that was enough for me to know, understand I got the opportunity, the ability to play here, so keep on going.
Now with the first preseason game under your belt, what do you want to work on for the next one? Did it build a little bit of confidence too?
It do, but I want to continue to attack the game and continue to get better. The goal is always to get better, so that's how I'm going to continue to attack the game.
You feel like you have a good rapport with some of these quarterbacks?
Oh, yes, sir, we do. We do. With Mason and Dobbs, we got a pretty good connection and all that.
What do you try to get out of the first preseason game?
Just a feel for it. You know, I ain't never been to an NFL game or anything, so I got to play in my first NFL game. It was pretty exciting. You know, just to have fun was the biggest thing for me.
Did you keep that ball?
No, I gave it up. I wish I would, but I didn't think about it.
All right, thanks.
A game like this, because it comes up so quick, you don't really game plan for it. You focus on fundamentals, just go out executing your base offense, and working different situations. So we're able to take advantage of those situations, score when needed, and take advantage of those opportunities.
How do you feel about this first game, you personally?
I feel like it went well. I was able to move the ball up and down the field successfully, getting a good flow, good rhythm with the offense. So it's cool to get back in the huddle, get back out there. So I was able to take some shots. Of course, had the touchdown drive at the end of the first half, so it always feels good to get back out there.
Your first preseason game in the NFL, what was it like?
It was fun. It was definitely fun, you know, to see those guys play in the first half and kind of settle into it and then get out there and get my shot. But, you know, it was football. It was, once you got out there, it was, you know, just throwing and catching and moving the ball on the field. And I felt comfortable and I felt like I improved.
I was going to ask you, did it take you a couple snaps maybe to kind of feel like you're in a game action against another team?
Yeah, I think you get a couple snaps under your belt and you feel a lot more, you know, more like you're in a groove. So keep working, but I thought it was a good first step, and keep working, you know, towards Green Bay now.
What's one thing you can take away? Anything that you want to improve after? I know you'll probably have to look at the tape and everything, but just the first feeling.
You know, I'd say I had the one center quarterback exchange. Got to clean that up. Other than that, you know, I think throwing to 13 a little bit more could help, but. I thought I played pretty clean, checked it down when I needed to, pushed the ball on the field, and you know, I think our offensive line did a great job protecting all night and opening up lanes to run for our young backs. So that was a good experience.
But 83 was pretty impressive though out there.
Did a great job. Made a great catch. He's done that all camp for us. So that wasn't a surprise. He'll keep doing it too. He's a good player.
Well, you know, we kind of get tired of beating up on our own guys. You know, to be out on a new field, a new scene, and to be able to show our talents.
What can you take away from a game like this? I mean, what's your first feeling coming off? How do you feel like you guys did out there as a team?
You know, it's a lot of anxiety. You know, it's the first game of the year. You know, and you know, to be able to come out here and just show what we can do throughout the whole training camp. You know, what we've been taught to do. You know, training to do, and just come out here and show what we can do.
For a guy like you that has limited playing time, and is it kind of maybe just, you know, getting a couple reps, getting a couple plays, going kind of through the motions, and then kind of evaluating what you guys have out there?
Yeah, you know, just to see how we feel, you know, the movements, recognition of the plays, you know, and I felt like I felt kind of good out there. You know, I definitely can feel much better. But, you know, with the week coming along, we can just keep getting better every week.
So, you know, it was good to go out there and go against some other guys, you know, knock some of the rust off and just go out there and compete a little bit.
You know, I mean, what do you look for out of a first preseason game? Did you have a good feeling for this game coming out?
I just try to go out there and get my feet wet, man. Just go out there, compete, and just have fun with the guys, man. You know, it's a little adjustment not playing against the same guys every day. So, you know, but it was cool. It was cool coming, you know, play the Super Bowl champs from last year, you know, give us something to shoot for this year. You know, just come out here and get better, man. You know, I look at it like it's another opportunity to get better, just like practice, and, you know, just try to go out there and make plays.
Well, you did more than get your feet wet. Can you talk a little bit about the interception and play it out for me?
To be honest with you, I don't even know what the receiver was running. I know we were in cover 2, and I just had my eyes on the quarterback, and I seen him throw it, and he kind of threw it right to me. So, you know, just had to secure the catch and just go from there.
What the rapport you have with Mason, I mean, I know that's built from college, but how far back does that go?
It goes back to like 2014, the summer. I mean, when we had first started working with each other, all the way up until now. I mean, we we have that chemistry where we know each other and we know what we're going to do on certain routes. I know how the ball rolls off his finger, everything like that. I mean, it pays off.
At camp, were you out there a lot with him, do you think?
Oh, yeah.
Training
yeah,
camp?
we were out there a lot.
Yeah, I mean, when you're going, 11 on 11.
Right,
Okay.
right. Yeah, we were out there a lot, just because I feel like we knew each other, so they're like, we're going to pair them up and just see how they do with the NFL offense. And, we've made a few errors in practice, but, we come back the next day and clean them up.
How much do you feel that helps you?
I feel like it helps a lot because, you have that person that you know so well helping you throughout this process. And, we're both rookies, so we're both kind of going through the process, so we lean on each other.
And you guys go out and get 3 of them. That's a good way to start.
It is. And, obviously something that we preach in this program a lot. Obviously something that we work on a lot throughout practices. And then, like I said, it's just kind of just speaking what we preach into existence. You see it so much, you talk about it so much, and then you see it happening on the field. It's like, okay, this is what we've been worked on so long. We just got to capitalize when we have those opportunities.
Did you mix a lot up in the secondary?
I just played outside and nickel today. Obviously, we're not going to do too many things right now. We're really fundamental. Everyone's just kind of at that stage, just working on the fundamentals, getting our base calls down, and everyone just pretty much understanding those calls and knowing what to do. And from there, just playing fast, finding the ball and making plays.
You guys played a lot of